Just to give you an idea of what the students are seeing on a daily basis, I'm going to pull up the lesson that we're working on right now in fourth grade, which is rounding whole numbers. This is on the teacher toolbox that every teacher has access to, and they actually have access to all the grade levels. So if a child is missing a skill, they can go in and look at the prerequisites. So the prepare here for small group and teach that prerequisite lesson to them to fill in those holes so they'll be more prepared to work with the lesson that they are doing in class. So this is what a student is seeing in their daily workbooks. There's a family letter that goes out at the beginning of each lesson that talks about how you can help your child and what they're learning to do in class. And then it gives you an activity that they can do with their student at home to help the child. Lesson In the first part of the lesson, in session 1, there is an explore section. This is where they'll do the try it. And then they'll discuss it right here. And then the teacher will connect it to some strategies that they could use to solve that problem. And they'll reflect on that. This is just some additional practice that you can use. So a lot of times this may be sent home as homework. And then you'll have session 2, which would be developing that concept a little bit more in the same kind of format. The try it, discuss it, and then the connect it. And then they ask them to apply that to new problems. So they're asking them to use the concepts that they have learned with whole class and in the group discussion and apply it to new problems. And then there's additional practice as well. A lot of times these additional practice pages might end up being sent home as homework if they don't finish them in class. So that's why that parent letter is important. So be looking for those. And then the last session is refine. This is when they're really going to be working on their own and applying those skills that they've learned. So they give an example and then they ask them to apply that knowledge. Usually there's about 8 or 9 questions. After the apply it session, they will have a quiz. And those quizzes have proved to really have the kids dig deep into that mathematical logic.